Hi everyone, welcome to Colette's Thermie Kitchen. My name is Collette Mitrega. I'm a Thermomix consultant in Australia with hundreds and hundreds of customers in all states and territories. I love what I do, it's a fabulous job, and I love that I can share my foodie passion and my love of the Thermomix with everyone. Now today we are going to be looking at the cutter and the shortly to be released spiralizer. Now the spiralizer is pretty new, so I haven't had a chance to play with it extensively, but more about that later. So people often ask me, what do I think of the cutter? And in all honesty, what I would say to them, it cuts and grates the same as any good quality processor. But what I love most about it is that I can go to my cupboard, take it down, drop it into my Thermomix, put the shaft in, drop it in, and now I am ready, I'm going backwards here, ready to go. It's light, it's easy to clean, you can pop it in the dishwasher if you want to, it doesn't dirty your Thermomix, so I have actually grown to really love my cutter. I think if something is easy to use and is accessible, you're going to use it more. So whether I am grating my cheese or I'm slicing potatoes for my potato gratin, the cutter will always come out and do the job in next to no time. A couple of things that people might do wrong is when they are pushing food down the actual chute, putting too much pressure on, okay? It's a light pressure action no matter what you are actually cutting. So what I'm going to do today with the cutter, basically it comes with this one blade at the moment, this one blade. And this one blade basically slices and cuts. And there's little pictures and diagrams to make it super duper easy. It slices and cuts both thick and thin. So you can choose, that level of thickness or thinness depending on what you want. Now what I'm going to do just to demonstrate this today is this beautiful Thai cucumber salad. Pop in the comments if you've made this already. It is really beautiful and fresh and a perfect thing for these hot summer days. You might remember a little while back on TikTok there was a cucumber salad that went viral. This is it, it's really cool. So let's crack on and do that. So as you saw, the little shaft has gone in, the cutter bowl has gone in. All I need to do is to select the right one that I want. So I am going to be slicing. So what I would need to do is just make sure the slicing area is up, which it is. Connect the pointy bit into that shaft and then just drop it in. I have to say it's a bit awkward working with it from this angle, but we'll do my best. All right, now into the recipe. I'm going to start the recipe where I'm actually cutting, and on your Thermomix there are a plethora of cutter recipes, even spiralizer recipes now. So in that scenario it will actually tell you exactly what to do step by step. So I've inserted it with the number 1 facing up, which is what I was asked to do, and now it's telling me to place my onion into the feed, and it's all programmed here. So I've got a little bit of red onion, so I'm just going to pop that in with this, and I'm going to cut that thin. Not a lot of pressure. Done. And then I'm going to hit next. Now the next thing it wants me to do is to grab some cucumber. I've probably got it a bit big here. Let me just cut that end off. My ends. I'm going to put those in my vegetable stock bag in my freezer, so no waste. And then I'm going to just cut this down the middle. Now in this recipe it doesn't take the seeds out. You can obviously take those seeds out if you want to, but the recipe is going to slice half moons. So that's all done. That's all beautiful. So there was only a tiny bit of onion, but you can see how that's already lovely and sliced for me. That right down. Oh, I'm going to cry. So now it's telling me to insert the cucumber again into the chute, and I'm just going to go next, and then again this time we're cutting it thick. All right, so round I go to thick, ready for action, and off we go. Done. So quick and clean and easy. Hitting next. All right, so it wants me to transfer the cucumber and onion to a large bowl. So tell me in the comments what you've made, what's your favourite things to do with the cutter, because the last gift with purchase when you bought a Thermomix was the cutter, and the latest one also is a cutter. So I'm curious as to what you've done. So just to show you that thick, beautifully even sliced half moon cucumber slices. So in here we go. Fabulous. Scraping all that lovely onion out. So that's the basis of our crispiness for the salad. I'm going to pop that back in. Oh, so it wants me to remove this, and always remember to remove your cutter shaft. You don't want to leave that in, because if you go to chop some garlic or something at a high speed, you'll also chop that little shaft there. All right, so next let's get on with the actual dressing. So for this one, this recipe is asking for 50 grams of peanuts. So I've just used salted peanuts. I like using salted peanuts. Lid goes on.
Did you clean this lens?
Is it not clean? Oh, that was your job, Indy.
Not your job, Colette.
Oh, let me get you a clean tea towel. Sorry, guys.
Just everyone, are you picking this up live? It's just I'm getting a different image here, and it keeps saying it's trying to reconnect. Normally it tells me how many people are on top. There's no one there, but there are people here.
Maybe because it's in an event. I'm still... Okay, sorry guys. Nice and clean.
That's
Hopefully
better.
that's good.
That's better.
Oh, Andrew, we must put a little checklist together. That's your job. Everyone said that should be your job. All right, so salted peanuts in, hitting next, measuring cup is on, and now we're just going to blitz those for 2 seconds. This is actually going to be sprinkled over the top of this beautiful cucumber salad. And next, telling me to pop that into a bowl and set aside. So we've just broken down those peanuts a little bit. Excellent. And now we want to add in the dressing ingredients. So 1 clove of garlic. I'm actually just doing a small half quantity as per usual. And we want the Thermomix to chop the garlic. I love how there's not many machines that you can put 1 little clove of garlic in and it's going to chop it down beautifully. The Thermomix does it. It's great. And next, okay, just scraping down that garlic. You see how beautifully chopped that is? How finely chopped?
I can't see it.
Well, it's so tiny. It's
Where is
so
it gone?
Good. So good. And of course, using fresh garlic is such a game changer in your cooking. All right, so scrape down as per instructions. So now I'm going to add in some lime juice, some fish sauce. Yay, says Andrew, fish sauce.
What's in the oven?
I've just got a little something cooking for later. It's okay so far.
What is it?
Apples.
Apples.
20 grams of sugar. So just following the Cookidoo recipe for this cucumber salad. And lastly, we've got, well, nearly lastly, sunflower oil. Always need oil in the salad. And then just a little bit of chili seeds. Didn't have time. Always running late for these. It's just... So I'm going to leave the seeds in because we like it hot. Just kind of slicing them 2 mil, nice and thin. Actually, it doesn't need to because it's probably going to mix these together.
Some like it hot.
Andy, my knife is blunt.
God, blimey. Anything goes wrong is my fault.
Sorry. Okay, some chili's gone in. Hitting next. and a little bit of sea salt, of course. And then lid's going on, and it's just going to combine that beautiful dressing. 30 seconds.
So Leanne says, congratulations, Collette, on your award and your success in 2024. Collette was down in Sydney this week, courtesy of Thermomix.
It was an amazing trip. Thermomix is, I keep saying this, is such an amazing company to be part of. And the fact that I get to share what I love is amazing. And yes, I got that wonderful award for Top Consultant for 2024. And I was stoked with that. But gee, when I put the little post up to celebrate it, you guys absolutely filled my bucket for the whole of next year with your amazing comments. It was just amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Who was the chef you met?
Oh, Adam Liu was there. And one of the great things in Thermomix world is that we get to meet amazing celebrity chefs, and there's been so many, and this time we had Adam Liu. He was actually using the spiralizer, and one of his recipes will be going up there. All right, so now it's telling us to transfer to the bowl with that, but before we do that, we always taste. Just check the balance. Oh, that's a lovely dressing. So into here, and we're just going to mix that through. Just give that a good mix through. I mean, it looks like a very unassuming dish. You want to make sure you just let this stand for a little bit for the juices of the cucumber to come out and all the beautiful lime and fish sauce to actually spread in. So just popping that, and what I'm actually going to do, just to pimp it up a little bit, I'm just going to add in a little bit of shredded chicken, and that will make it a nice kind of lunch with a bit of crusty bread.
Or do you use the chilies as a garnish?
Yeah. So absolutely.
And the peanuts as well?
Yes. So that's there. Just pimping it up a bit so it's a nice lunch. Just popping this into here.
It's a fancy serving plate.
I know, isn't it lovely? I think I got that in an op shop. I love going to op shops. Do you like going to op shops, guys? All right, so there you go. Oh, that last little bit of salad. Put that over there. And then just on top here, sprinkling those beautiful crusty peanuts. And
Crunchy,
then,
you mean?
Yeah, crunchy peanuts. And then just a little bit more. So that will be just a lovely lunch for Andrew and I with some... Have a little taste, Andrew. Sorry for my fingers.
Somewhat.
So that's going to get even better. You just need to let it stand for those flavours to really come together. Yummy? Oh,
it's fresh and zesty.
it's lovely.
And a bit of a chili bite there.
It's going to be so delicious. Okay, so one simple thing you can do with the cutter. Now, just to show you, on Cookidoo, Cookidoo is so incredible. I was doing an orientation session this morning with some of my new customers, and you know that takes like about an hour and a half. We always go through what I call Cookidoo 1. It's the first stage of Cookidoo, and I was saying to them, you know, your whole experience with Thermomix is just taken up a level if you really get to grips with Cookidoo. So that's why I spend a lot of time going through Cookidoo, talking about meal plans, all the rest of it. And then there's a separate Cookidoo class that I do where we really go into detail. But just so that you know, when you go into Cookidoo, if you go into the search area, oops, I'm in the wrong area totally, sorry guys. No, I wasn't. Hit search, you're into the search area for Cookidoo. Up here, I should have my stylus. Up here you've got recipes. If you click on the, leave me some, Andy, please. I'd like some for lunch.
You take a photograph of that?
I do, yeah. So you can't get into it. You're liking it more and more now.
It's actually nice.
Okay, so here you've got recipes, but you've also got collections. So if I hit on collections, this is cookbooks. So you can see we've got over 7,500 cookbooks. You are. 7,500, I'm sure people don't like hearing you much either. Over 7,500 cookbooks. Now, I want to type in here what I'm looking for, so I'm just going to type in cutter.
That dressing is just so good.
It is, it's the whole thing. It's lovely and light and fresh, crusty bread, glass of wine, beautiful. So can you see how many different recipe cookbooks we've got? So there are so many, from pickles to all sorts of different recipes. So don't forget, look at your cookbook collections in Cookidoo, especially now that so many of you have actually got the cutter. And this will help you to use it and to be really comfortable. So for me, whenever I want to slice or grate, I will just put the cutter in and just use it manually. And it's really super easy. The main thing to remember is you never go above speed 4. And remember, if you have a TM5, you're not in a position yet to get the mighty TM6. The cutter fits inside the TM5, but you have to use it in a manual mode. All right, so that's a little bit on the cutter. Let's just move our attention to the spiralizer. And I guess a little bit of a warning, it's brand new. We have literally just got the spiralizer to test and play with, and I've only had a few little plays. And so let me just see how we go. Now, the spiralizer, what we actually have is you need the cutter to work the spiralizer. So the bowl is going to go in. Now, I'm not going to clean it just for our purposes today. So the bowl's going to go in, but what you have is you have a different plunger, and you have basically this aspect to it, and that makes the food grip to it, so it's stable as it's actually spinning. What I did forget to do is to pop my shaft in. So the shaft is in, the bowl is in. All right, now the spiralizer comes with 2 discs. This is the ribbon disc. So ribbons, I'll show you. So ribbons, so it's basically taking this out and just undoing that, switching over this one, popping that on top, clicking it in place, and then clicking that in place. That's now ready to go. So I'm going to make some ribbons, and I have my shaft, and what I want to do is I am going to pop this down, and you need to make sure that the front of it is visual at the front, which is really hard when you're doing it from this angle. But you know, the spiralizer is going to be out early next year, and I will put a link up on my page so you can put down your expression of interest, so you will be told when it comes in, and you want to do that if you want to get the spiralizer, because you know how quickly these sell out. So that's gone in, and now I'm just going to pop this down on top. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to grab a potato. So you know, when you go to all these kind of fairs, you will actually get those potato spirals. So you want to make sure it fits in, which that does. Those beautiful potato spirals, you know, potatoes on a stick, very expensive. About $9 or $10, I think. Super easy now for you to make at home. So I'm just connecting this to the end, and that's now going to fall into there. And then what I am going to do is I'm just going to do this manually, speed 4. That off. Can you see here? Those are the beautiful potato spirals. So what you could do, I mean, just so many possibilities with that, and there's some beautiful recipes. It just goes on and on. So you could actually pop those onto a stick, bake them, air fry them up. Think of all the beautiful seasonings that you can put onto them. So that's the actual ribbon attachment. Let's now just have a look at the other attachment. Now you will always have a little bit left, so this will go into my veggie patch, my bag in the freezer. So I have a veggie bag and I have a fruit bag, and when I get all the fruit made up, it becomes a sorbet, so you can choose all of that. Alright, so pushing this out, simple to change, 2 little bits here that we're going to click to undo it. And I just simply want to change from the ribbon to the spirals. Really good if you're on a low carb diet, but there's so many other things as well. And then we're putting that in, that's all good. And remember, this needs to be at the front because that's where your food is going to be popped down. And what I'm going to do now is pop that on. And I've got a cucumber here, so let's just pop a zucchini here. So I'm just going to, again, just take, you don't have to take the ends off, but I don't know, have it. And we are going to pop that in place. Okay, so that's on now. In we go. Speed 4, so we're looking for the ribbons, not the ribbons, the spirals. So think of things like your Buddha bowls, you know, all those beautiful raw vegetables done as spirals. I don't know why they just taste better. It doesn't make any logical sense, but they do. All right, so here we go. Let's have a look at our spirals. It's amazing how much you get.
Just look at that.
It's just amazing. So these dressed up in a dish, you can cook these up, flavour them up. Use these with your, your spaghetti sauce to keep the calories down and to help the...
Good low carb option.
Yeah, it is. It's just amazing how much you get. So I actually love it. Now, when I was at our last branch meeting, our beautiful branch manager handed me the cutter and the spiralizer and said, have a play. And I made some potato spirals, just like these potatoes. And I thought, I'll just deep fry them. Oh my God, move over popcorn. These were incredible. I'll make you some later on tonight to snack on, Andy, in front of the movie. They were so, so good, so crunchy, so delicious. Really, really nice.
I like Vicky's comment. Yeah, the kids won't know the difference to spaghetti.
The men probably won't know the difference. All right. So all of that, all the accessories, you know, the whole things can go in the dishwasher to clean, making it really super easy. And remember, my bowl is dirty because I made the salad dressing, etc. But if you're using your cutter or spiralizer, your bowl won't become dirty at all. So I just did a little spiralized apple dish. It is on Cookidoo. I put way too much sauce in. I gotta say, this caramel sauce in this recipe is beautiful. I'll put the link up for you. It is a spiralizer recipe. And I'm just going to grab my ice cream. Just bear with me 1 second.
So Ange is from South Island, New Zealand.
Oh.
And she's going to be invaded next year.
Yes. Yep. So we have a...
Not sure that people can hear you. Here we go.
We have the top consultant each year go on all sorts of travels. We've been to so many places, you know, as far as Italy, South Africa.
Just got back from Bali.
Bali, New Zealand is going to be next year. So I've actually only been to New Zealand on business, but I've never actually stayed to enjoy it. So I'm hoping we can extend and Andrew can come and join and we can explore a little bit. That will be fun.
So you're going to Christchurch?
Yeah, I'm not sure. So it's New Zealand because there's so many of us that will be going.
This is the Thermomix incentive for the consultants.
Yeah, which is fabulous. All right, let me grab this little, I've got no idea what this is going to look like with all this sauce. It's probably...
Is there a price on the spiralizer?
I'm not sure actually what the price is. I'll try and find out and see if I can.
Oh, I can't smell that.
There might be another person on that will know the price of that. I'm not 100% sure. So this is basically, you can see it's spiralized apples. And what I've done is, as per the recipe, it's one of the spiralizer beautiful recipes.
There's cinnamon in there.
Yeah, there's a little bit. Can you smell it?
I can smell the cinnamon, yeah.
I was going to try and pick that up, but I'm not going to be able to. Maybe I should have just left it in there. Thanks, honey. So just scooping that out. And if you didn't put so much sauce in here like I did, you'd probably get them to stand up in stacks, but who cares? How good is that going to be? So I'm just going to move this because it's very hot. That's my beautiful Ivana. Hey, I think they might be in sale in the mix shop. We have a sale on at the moment. I love these. You know that I use
the mats.
these. The mats are brilliant. Yeah. So whenever you're shopping in the mix shop, please just do a check and make sure that you're selecting your consultant. We are always grateful for that. All right, so this morning I whipped up some vanilla. This is a beautiful classic French vanilla recipe. Cookidoo and your Thermomix makes the most amazing ice creams, whether it's salted caramel, strawberry. Andrew loves the chocolate. I love the classic vanilla.
Or blue cheese.
Or
blue cheese ice cream.
So I'm just going to scoop up, and these are the ice cream containers from the mix shop. They are insulated, which is great. And what I love about them is easy to take your scoops out. So there you go.
Actually, it makes sense having them long rather than sort of typical square ones.
Absolutely. Remember when the boys were younger, I used to make pancakes and I just used to bring the ice cream out like that and just let it sit there on the table.
Is that a Cookidoo recipe, the ice cream?
Yeah, yes it is. It is. I'll put links to the ice cream and this one up for you. So, this is basically just baked apples with this crazy good sauce. And I had a little panic because I put this on just beforehand.
Go on, there you try.
I'm talking. I put this on just beforehand and be careful, the apples might be hot. And realised I had no butter. Isn't it great having a Thermomix? 3 minutes later I had a block of butter made for some cream. So on I went with the cooking.
It's like caramel
Yeah, it is like
apples.
It is, yeah, caramel apples.
I'm not normally keen on cinnamon, but I actually can't taste it that much. And
It's just a little bit in there, yeah. Ice cream?
what a nice dessert.
So good. That's really good.
We're going to
We'll fight over that one
to eat that
after
quickly
our
because my ice cream's going to
I
melt.
know. No pictures on that one. So there you go, the cutter. I think it's an amazing thing simply because it's easy to use, it's easy to get out. You're not going through drawers full of different attachments and things. Really excited about the spiralizer. I can see us using that lot, especially with all those beautiful salads and all that healthy cooking. And let's face it, you know, after Christmas, we all need to shed a few pounds. So low carb is going to be great for using that as well. Now, just so you know, at 6 o'clock today, if you don't have a TM6 yet and you're curious to find out maybe what the differences are between the 5 and the 6 o'clock today, I have an open Zoom session where you can come and just learn what the differences are. No salesy pressure, it's just information, and we often have quite a few laughs as well. So that's a good way for you to find out about the TM6. We do have another incredible offer on which finishes, I think it's the 2nd of December, or until stock runs out. I know that they haven't got a lot of the bowl blades and lids left. So when you order a Thermomix, you're going to get free an extra bowl blade and lid. They're worth $395. Plus, great news, you will also get the cutter for free, and that's worth $219. So you're getting an extra, just over $600 worth of goodies, really good goodies, which is great.
So how do you get those goodies?
By buying the Thermomix TM6.
Ah, okay, sorry, missed that bit.
So reach out if you're curious, if you want to find out more, if you want that link for my Zoom session at 6 o'clock tonight. I'd love to have you on there just to show you this little baby, which I love so much. There is a way, just in case, you know, finances are a bit hard, you can join us as a consultant. We have lots of consultants that work full time, and they still will sell one machine a month, and they love what
And they work full-time elsewhere, you mean?
Yeah, they're working full-time elsewhere. Me, I just love this, and I work virtually all the time on my Thermomix business. I'm retired, and that's what I love to do. So I guess the thing is you can do as much or as little as you want, but it's a fun, supportive and collaborative business.
It's melting.
I know. Okay, we'll crack on. So that's me for today. You have a wonderful time. I've just finalised and am happy with an amazing hack for poached eggs, and I'll be showing you that probably in the next few days. It's super cool. Anyhow, we're going to have lunch. You have a beautiful Sunday. My name's Collette Mitrega. Reach out if I can help in any way, or if you want to see the mighty TM6. Bye for now. Say goodbye, Andrew.
Goodbye, Andrew.
It's okay to have dessert first, isn't it? Yum, yum, yum. Really enjoying that.